So let's see. Another place that's really close by right there is the Dalaran Big Purple Dome. It's supposed to be the city where all these wizards are, like all the secret mages and wizards, and they practice forbidden magical arts or some crap. What I think they could do right here is make an instance that's like a Harry Potter joke, like a reference to a bunch of Harry Potter stuff. Maybe instead of fighting mobs and monsters in there, maybe you gotta fight like magical artifacts. Like I can see like a huge boss that's like a giant mirror. Like you have that mirror in Harry Potter that's supposed to tell you what the thing you desire most in the world. But instead of that, like you have 40 people in there, and if you're standing in front of the mirror, it'll make a copy of yourself, and you have to kill your own clone, or you gotta like mix and match and kill somebody else that's on your team and try and figure out who's who and not kill your own partners. And that would be cool. Maybe you could like do it a different way. If you don't have everybody stand in front of the mirror, maybe just one guy stands in front of it and makes like a huge version of that guy. Like maybe you got one druid standing in front of the mirror and you start the quest or whatever, and then it's like a giant druid that does like 40 times as much power when he moonfires you, and he like one shots people. So you gotta like use strategy and figure out how many people you want to copy when you do the quest. And yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe have like a Fantasia reference in there where you got like a bunch of brooms that you gotta kill. You gotta like do some kind of AoE to keep all the brooms down and flying books that flap around like birds. That'd be cool. That's what I imagine that being like. Okay, now this next place, people have probably been here before. This is southwest of South Shore in Hillsbred. There's a little island by itself. If you look on the map, there's a little floating island. You can swim out to it. And there's a bunch of like 35, 39 little mobs here that are like ghosts. And it's like a big spirally thing that goes up this mountain. I don't see why there'd be an instance here. It's just a part of the map that they never really explained. Like there's no quests here, and like that I know of. I don't know why you would ever go here or what the point of it is. It's like a bunch of weird stuff in WoW that they never really explain. But if you get to the top, there's like this judge, and then there's this other guy that's got a name. But who are they? Why are they here? It's weird. So the next place I'm going to look at is... Okay, this is in the wetlands. If you've never been here, just go to the far east of the wetlands. You'll see part of your map that you've never been to, that's never been uncovered because you never had a reason to go here. They made some kind of quest chain over here where you had to kill this big red dragon. Might have been to get into Onyxia's lair, or to get into Naxxramas or somewhere. I forgot what it was, but you have to kill this big dragon Axtraz right here and get his head. But if you go on past him, up through all these gates of all these 62 elite dragonoids, humanoid dragons, whatever you call them. Like here's another big gate. Here's some kind of red scalebane. He's attacking me now. I don't know what this big double sword is I'm carrying, by the way, if anybody's been wondering. It's some kind of Illidan's glaive or some crap. Warglaive of Illidan, or I don't know. I haven't played enough WoW lately to know what the new weapons are. It's like that big night elf hunter in Ashara has over where the turtle cave is. He has two of those. This mountain is very long. It's taking forever to get up here. But anyway, what I like about this place, it's a dwarven city. It's like a copy of Ironforge almost. You got these big windows sticking out of the hills. Maybe it's another whole race of dwarves, some mountain dwarves or something up here. Who knows what the hell's up here? But I want to go inside this giant mountain. Like there's plenty of room. It's called the Grim Bateau. Yeah, here we go. See all those windows and towers and castle-y things sticking out of the mountain up here? It's like another dwarven city like Ironforge. What could it be? They could make like an instance up there. They could make a whole new faction of dwarves up there or something. Like you have the Wildhammer dwarves from Hinterlands team up with these dwarves, and maybe like have some kind of raid on the Alliance or attack their boats and take them out of commission or something. There's all kinds of crazy stuff you could do with this place. What's that banner right there? It looks like a horde banner or something, but it's got a hammer on it, I think. Can't really see. It's got an anvil on the door, so you can see there's some kind of blacksmiths working there. Grim Bateau. Nobody ever explained what the hell it is or what it's doing there. And the next place also has to do with dwarves. That's my favorite place. This one is like a broken quest, and you get down here and you can't go inside it, and the quest ends prematurely, and like this is in Tanaris. And what's that one, Uldaman? When you're like level 40, you do Uldaman when you get to the end of it. There's a big treasure room and there's a bunch of gold coins. I might have showed you a picture of Tank in there sitting on some gold coins one time. I took some screenshots. They give you these platinum discs, and it's like a computer or something. You put these discs in, a holographic image pops up, and they tell you how the dwarves and the trogs were both like hybrid races of creatures that came out of this thing called the I forgot what they're called, but they're like the Watchers. I think the Watchers are the people that made them. There's like this whole interesting plot line thing, quest line, and like tells you how dwarves came to be created, and like you have all this story about the orcs coming through the dark portal and stuff, but nobody ever goes into like how the dwarves and trogs came to be. As you can see on the private servers, you get like blues and greens and lots of gold every time you kill something. It's like crazy. But you got this big gate. Again, you have these huge ass gates all over the world that you don't know where they go. There's a big hole in the gate. You see these big stone pillars with chains around them. Like, what the hell is that? There's arrows sticking out of it, like there's a big war been fought here or something. Now they got these giant rock giants standing in guard on it. But like, I always wanted to go in there and just see where the dwarves evolved from, fight those rock guys that were in Ultimate. Be like big statue guys in there you'd have to fight, and crazy inventions, and maybe some whacked out gnomes with Tesla coils and lightning bolts, and who knows what is in there. That'd be awesome. Why don't they ever make any of these freaking places work? But, you know, they did do Karazhan and Caverns of Time, so that was something. So those are a few of my places that I always wanted to visit, but I never could, so thought you guys might want to check them out, see them for yourselves maybe. I'll tell you what Blizzard should do, besides making Diablo 3, which they need to do right freaking now, is maybe just restart the whole thing of WoW, like delete everybody's crap, start from scratch, and this time put the experience levels, the amount of experience it takes to level up, make it exponential, truly exponential. Like every time you go up a level, it doubles. Like level 1 is so much, level 2 is twice as much, level 3 is twice as much as level 2, level 4 is twice as much as level 3. That way you get, that's the way like Dungeons and Dragons did it, the pen and paper version, you know, I think that's how they did it. Like when you level up, it takes twice as much experience to get to the next level as it did before. You wouldn't get more experience with higher level monsters, you would still get the same amount of experience, I think. However they do it, there's some way they do it where it's really hard to level up. And that way, people will be addicted for way longer and you make more money. Like, I'll probably still be playing if it was that hard, where like, I was still level 40 and I was just trying to get to Ultimate and kill the Razorfin down boss or something, you know. And they knew that Arthas was eventually going to be in the game, because they got Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne, and Arthas, and you know, it's like a big deal. Everybody talks about it all the time. They knew that eventually they were going to put Arthas into the game. From day one, they had to have known. They had to have known that they were going to put Outland in the game, because they knew the storyline of the orcs and how they came into the world or whatever, Azeroth. They knew there's a giant freaking portal there in Blasted Lands. It was there since they created the first game. I mean, like, how could they not know? It's not like they just, the game got popular and then there was a demand for it and then they just started to add on to it. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they just didn't want to invest any money until they knew how popular the game was going to get. But how crazy would it be if, like, you knew Arthas was in the game, like in Northrend, and everybody had been playing the game for like a year, and nobody had ever been there, nobody had ever seen him, nobody ever even got to Northrend because the game was so hard. That would be crazy. It would be like epic. Everybody would talk about it. It would be so crazy popular then. Somebody down in Ragnaros would be like, oh my god, it would be like on the news. That's why I think a game needs to be made like my Naruto idea, where nobody knows how to play the game. Different combinations of seals and movements and stuff like that you type in, and somebody might figure one out and somebody might not, because everybody's is different. You can't just look it up on a web page and see how to do stuff and just cheat like that and just figure out from learning from somebody else. You'd actually have to like put your own effort and time into the game if you want to get good at it.